You have gloves, I guess, in your pockets? There's a glove at the bottom of that pile. This lock would probably be the blacksmith.
The best fortunes. Oh, it's a great pleasure to see you again at the...
You have it. Nice. I just need one of it.
Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you.
Hello, Your Excellency.
Now we go back and get our lockpicking to 2. Now I look a lot more, I guess, official the part. Oh, yeah, sorry about that though. Yeah, I don't know what happened. My Twitch closed out there. Alright, what's up here? Now we look more the part, I guess, of a, a legate diplomat. Good news is we have 2 charisma now, so hopefully. By the way, baby, we can wear the same pants. You can wear the same pants.
Wearing my pants?
Yeah? Wearing your scrub pants. I need to let the dogs out in the morning. I thought, I was like, I wonder if they'll fit. It's cold. Threw them on real fast. They fit. I was like, well, I'm gonna go let the dogs out. Roof fungus. Still think it's the weirdest thing ever. We still need to sometime get science.
Halt! In the name of the Enlightened One, present yourself.
Sir de Sardet, emissary of the Congregation of Merchants on Tir-Fredi. I have come to present my regards to your governor.
We have been expecting your visit, Your Excellency. Welcome. May he light your way.
I will here in a minute. I'm not a dress-up doll.
Cute.
I'll put it on. I'll put it on when we go out to get lunch. Shadowlay, my brother. Shadowlay. Is that what you're trying to do right now? I'll explore the city a bit, see if we can find anything useful. How do you sleep, baby?
I woke up.
Yeah, you're right. What the fuck?
Do you renounce your gods? Answer me.
Why? Why are you doing this?
Behold your so-called gods. You are demons. They burn. They are nothing. You shed tears for this creature while your heart should be full of joy. Welcoming the light. Forget your pagan foul teachings. Embrace the true faith.
You are mad.
Renounce your gods!
Inquisitor?
You! Stop where you are. The pagan stink of these soulless natives taints you. You bring demon-spawned barbarians through our gates.
This man just killed some helpless soul in front of our eyes, and he calls us barbarians.
Who are you to address with such familiarity?
I am the Inquisitor Aloysius, and you will be going nowhere lest your answers give me satisfaction. Do you believe that the God of Light is the one and only God?
I am not Mr.
Don't
President.
tell me that you are going to humor
Not
this
playing this
crazed
game.
assassin.
If I want to complete my mission, I believe I have no other choice. Diplomacy may seem to you of little import, but I doubt that your governor will be of a similar opinion. Aggression towards an emissary of another nation is an error that could lead to war.
You cannot hide from the divinity behind politics. But very well. I leave you in divine hands. This time. I shall allow you to continue along your path. I am certain ours will cross again. And be aware that wheresoever you wander, you shall be weighed, measured.
Shoo.
You are now under the stern eye of the God of Light. Hope that your underwear is clean.
It seems like you do not hold the priests of Thélème in high regard.
It's mostly that I do not trust them.
Young man. Pardon me. Are you not part of the new governor's entourage?
I'm his cousin, and I'm accompanying him on his mission to pt3. What can I do for you, Father?
Bishop Petrus. How divinely fortunate this is. Did you know that I had the honor of meeting you at your uncle's court when you were a child? I would never have imagined that you would grow up to resemble the island natives so closely.
The island was yet to be discovered. How could you have known?
You haven't lost your clever little tongue. You were always quite a remarkable young boy. I'm on my way to New Serene as an ambassador to the new governor. Do you think there would be room for me to accompany you? The roads are not truly safe.
I must first meet the Mother Cardinal to present my respects on behalf of my cousin.
I will accompany you, and then we can take the road together. I'm so happy our paths have crossed once again.
Your Eminence, in the name of the Congregation of Merchants, I present my best regards.
May the light bless you and accompany you on these grounds with inspired guidance.
I thank you. We truly wish that this visit will strengthen the ties between our two nations.
I learned that you crossed paths with that of Inquisitor Aloysius. I beseech you to forgive his zealous nature. His faith is absolute, and I congratulate you to have appeased him. Your faith and your diplomatic skills honor you.
Another subject brings me as well. The Malachor. The horrible blood plague decimating our peoples.
A terrible matter that worries us all and reveals our imperfections and sinful nature. For he would never have allowed such an evil to spread without a deeper reason, a fault. Our theologians are certain that the Malachor is the work of a curse, and we have discovered that this island is home to a cult that venerates willfully a horrifying demon.
What a fortuitous coincidence. A practical excuse for sending the Inquisition out to set the island ablaze.
We must unearth this cult and tear it out by its sinister, sinful roots. We started to investigate a village not far from here, where strange happening.
I have begun investigations, and I confirm that a demon is certainly active.
Alas, the population is very secretive, but if the congregation would, in other words, if the Malachor troubles your cousin, report to His Majesty, and his help in obtaining...
Be certain that your message will be transmitted, Mother.
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
You okay?
Martin! You have returned to me.
We don't appear to be in top form. A house intrigues.
No, nothing to bring me nightmares as of yet. I'm blaming it on the change of diet. Now, tell me what adventures you've been up to.
I would like if you would...
Your Highness, may the...
Enchanted to meet you, my father.
I've come here to present respects from Taleme, and best wishes from the Mother Cardinal.
She has my most sincere... But before speaking further, I would like to
I've been to the neighboring cities as you asked of me.
Tell me then, was your journey adventurous?
Well, I was able to gain audience with the governors, give them your regards, and glean some information. The Bridge Alliance believes that a remedy could possibly be found by studying the local flora. They are quite motivated, but their research expedition has gone missing and there is no sign of life. And since they themselves are under constant attack, they cannot spare a rescue party to investigate. The Mother Cardinal, in her opinion, believes the Malachor to be a result of a curse.
A curse cast by a demon. An evil creature worshipped by a cult of island natives. If you would allow me to second the request of our Mother Cardinal, we are in dire need of your help. Our Inquisitors are hardly diplomats and... But I should let you finish, my son.
They have started their investigations in a village where strange events have been taking place. But they're unable to get to the bottom of it. The population keeps its secrets. And Taleme hopes that we might help them learn more about the cult.
This is all extremely interesting. You have lived up to my expectations, as always. That said, we find ourselves between the rock and the hard place. The bridge is already in open conflict with the island natives. Taleme and their Inquisitors... We're going to have to tread on eggshells, but let's follow all the clues to their mysteries. We need to help them continue their... I don't have a lot of men, as well you know, and take Kurt and any others that seem...
If you would allow me, Your Highness.
Very well, then. You...
Of course, Your Highness. Allow me to mark the location on your map.
Thank you. Have no fear, Constantine.
Anything else?
Are you liking your new role as a governor? How does it feel?
Honestly? Once the thrill of the first few days, I received delegations from everywhere. They arrive with their arms full of presents to make me sign some agreements. Most of them take me for... I would love to... I have so many...
I'm going to...
Look out for yourself.
Greenblood, my friend. My contacts have spoken. I was able to
Do you still think they should be held?
more than ever. I want to know what kind of... I want to know what these madmen... But I fear if... I need the help of my...
Oh!
How can I refuse such a request? Well then, let's go.
Puppy's trying to mess with Mama. She's trying to clean the bedroom. It's not working that well for you guys, is it? Probably go start the probably go start the native one. Lay down, pups. Jeez. Jeez. not eat shit? Love you. Why are you eating stuff? Keeping Vasco.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! I was informed of your arrival by my sentinels, but I didn't think it would be you, Kurt.
Rolf, you're the leader of this camp.
Do you two know each other?
We train together. We haven't seen each other in a long time. A very long time.
The world of warriors is very small, Kurt. What was here, my old comrade? And who are these people with you? They're not one of us?
My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Captain Vasco. No need to comment about our distance from the sea. I know.
These people sure are important. So, what are you doing here?
I've heard things about this place. About this very special camp.
And we wanted to see what it was all about with our own eyes.
That's very nice of you, but visitors aren't welcome in this camp. What goes on here is only the guards' business.
Does the same apply to me?
Listen, Kurt. I can give you and your friends some answers, but only because it's you. Anyway, knowing you as well as I do, I'm aware I'm not going to get rid of you that easily. So, what would you like to know?
What is it you do here? And why is this place kept secret? Even from your comrades in the guard?
The natives have their magic, and we have to train elites to be able to face them. That's what we're doing here. Our role is sensitive, and our location obviously cannot be revealed to the whole island.
I see the reason for this kind of training. The Bridge Alliance would be particularly interested in soldiers like these. And yet I've never heard of this elite squadron.
We're still in the early stages of the program. We don't want to rush things. And our leaders demand secrecy. Orders are orders.
This is a huge camp for such a secret location. How is it organized?
The main building is reserved for officers and the wounded. The front and rear of the camp are dedicated to combat training. but most exercises take place outside.
Impressive. And how do you manage recruitment?
Only the best come here. Those who have combat experience. Once they arrive, they're separated into 2 squadrons, each led and trained by a lieutenant. But you already know all of this, Kurt. It must bring back memories.
Yes.
Will you tell us about your training?
That's a sensitive topic. Most exercises take place in the field to get the men used to it. The natives' knowledge of the environment gives them as much of an advantage as their magic. But if you want to know more, you should ask my lieutenant instructors.
Actually, we found out about this camp while we were looking for someone.
A kid I recruited. Rainer.
Oh. I didn't know he was one of yours. My condolences. I was told he died in an accident in the harbor.
Don't insult my intelligence, Rolf.
All right. Since you're here, I guess there's no point in lying to you anymore. The accident occurred during a maneuver. It's regrettable, but these things happen, you know?
We've taken up enough of your time, Captain.
I agree, and I have things to do.
I'd like to question your lieutenant instructors, if you don't mind. To ask them about Rainer.
You've become a real sap. Fine. But try not to
I'm sorry. I couldn't contain my anger.
I noticed. Good thing you know this captain so well. I don't think he would have let it...
Lieutenant!
Respectfully, Captain.
Here is my friend, the legate of the merchant congregation. He would like to ask you a few questions.
At your orders. I'm listening, sires.
How do the various squadrons in this camp differ from one another?
The recruits I train are intended to carry out more subtle actions.
Really? What kind?
I teach them how to blend into the background, understand customs, observe, and know when to strike.
That's strange. These skills are normally associated with assassins, rather than soldiers.
These skills are always useful, regardless of the enemy or the setting.
What kind of training do your men undergo?
I can't go into details, but they learn discipline and to outdo themselves.
You mean to blindly follow orders, even to their death?
But No, Captain. We also teach them to analyze situations, so that they know when to act to avoid risking their lives.
How did you become an instructor in this camp?
I have led numerous squadrons before, and I've trained hundreds of recruits on the continent. I worked with Captain Rolf in the past, and when I arrived on the island, he recommended me for this position.
That's very impressive. And I expect that you're familiar with the natives' environment and magic.
Yes, of course.
Kurt, don't you think that someone this talented fits what we're looking for? You see, we need to find someone who can replace Kurt to oversee my cousin's security.
Your cousin is a governor of New Serene, I've heard. It's a prestigious position. I don't doubt my abilities, but an offer like this, made so suddenly, must have a price.
We can't hide anything from you.
We're trying to find out what happened to Rainer, a recruit who trained here.
That name doesn't sound familiar. He must have been in the Shadow Squadron.
The other lieutenant's squadron?
Yes. I'm sorry. Haven't been much use to you. Did something happen to him?
He died. His body was thrown into the harbor to make it look like he drowned.
I guess it was one of your recruits. My condolences, Captain.
We'll question some of your soldiers.
At your orders.
Hello, soldier.
Captain?
We need information. Your instructor authorized us...
Of course, sire. I'm listening.
How would you describe your training? Do you train outside the camp much?
Yes, we do. Well, not exclusively.
Really? Yet we've been told that your unit's specialized in actions over difficult terrain.
Yes, I think so. Well, yes, that's true.
Problems remembering things, soldier?
No, Captain.
What's it like in your squadron?
Very good. The Phantom Squadron is made up only of the very best.
Do you trust your comrades?
We're like 5 fingers on one hand, sire. I would trust them with my life.
You've sure got the military spirit.
Yes, Captain.
We've learned that a recruit died in an accident during a maneuver. Does this happen often?
No. Of course not. Only to those who aren't strong enough.
That's strange. I was told that this recruit was very talented.
I don't know what to tell you. It's possible. If you don't mind, I'd like to get back to my train.
He seems afraid that an accident might befall.
No! It's not that.
Very well.
Excellence.
These kids are scared to death.
Yes. This boy's answers about his training.
Soldier!
Captain.
At ease, soldier.
We'd like to learn more about your training.
I have nothing to say about it, sir.
Really? Go on, it's not a difficult question. What do you do during training?
Is this a test, Captain?
No, it's not a test. You may speak freely.
Well, training is difficult, but we can't complain, Captain.
That's an interesting way to phrase it. You're very united in this squadron. At least, that's what I've been told.
United. You could say that, yes. Until death.
That's rather sinister. Does the name Raynor sound familiar to you?
Yeah. Well, no, not really.
You seem rather hesitant.
No. Well, and we're lucky to have the Lieutenant as our...
We should leave this soldier...
Your name, soldier?
Wilhelm. First-class recruit Wilhelm, Spectre Squadron.
Keep it up, Wilhelm.
This recruit, Wilhelm, in spite of himself, led on more than the others.
His resentment is clear. But he won't divulge anything as long as his instructors are nearby.
Lieutenant.
Captain.
My friend here would like to learn more about this camp.
At your orders, Captain. Sir?
Can you tell us about your squadron?
The recruits who come here are the best. And in my squadron, they get even better. I don't know what else to tell you. They're disciplined, rigorous, and effective. Exactly what you'd expect from the best soldiers.
What kind of training takes place in your ranks?
Combat in natural settings. Combat against the savages' magic.
I'm very curious about how you train against the magic the natives use.
Now, these are complex, secret maneuvers. I'm very sorry, but I can't tell you anymore.
That's a pity. It would definitely be instructive.
I heard the recruit Raynor trained him.
Oh, he was a good one. He died a little while ago.
So we've heard. Your captain told us he died.
The training we do outside can be... Unfortunately, Raynor fell to his death in a ravine.
He fell?
During a simulated ambush. I know, it's not glorious, but it happens. I'd like to get back to work now, if you'll allow it, Captain.
Go.
I hope that it won't take too...
We'll be quick, Lieutenant.
The story about training against magic is a lie. This lieutenant has no idea what he's talking about.
So what could they be training recruits for here, then?
I don't know. But whatever it is... Soldier!
Yes, Captain.
At ease. We have some...
Me? At your orders, Captain.
You look exhausted. Is training that rough here?
It's difficult at first, but you get through it. Taming fatigue. That's the key to it all.
Haven't you ever wanted to stop? You've never doubted your vocation.
I'm not a coward, nor a weakling. The strength of the Shadow.
What is that? Your motto?
Our squadron's, Captain.
You seem concerned about your comrades. You keep looking at them.
No, not at all.
Are you afraid of what they might think of you?
Absolutely not, Captain. We are all of one mind in this squadron. We are...
Since this is such a close-knit squad...
Yes, of course. But he's not part of the squadron any longer. He left.
Really?
I don't know what you're trying to get me to say, Captain. Raynor left the squadron because he was sent on a mission. There's nothing more to say.
Sorry, mate, but that's not what...
I don't know.
Thank you.
Thank you, sire.
Lieutenants! Report.
Captain?
Could you give us a few minutes and take us around the site? I've never been here before, and I'm curious...
I'm not sure if we can, Captain.
We are on duty, Captain.
Right, Lieutenant.
Are
you coming with us?
No, thank you. I'd rather stay...
As you like.
Wilhelm, we need to...
Why are you doing this?
We didn't think you'd say anything as long as she...
If you noticed, others will have too.
Even more reason to talk. What's really going on here? We know that Raina didn't die in an accident.
This is supposed to be a training camp for the Guard's elite. Only the most talented recruits are allowed to join. This is an immense honor. An extraordinary... That's what we're told every day. But in reality...
Tell me about the training.
It's more torture. We're constantly beaten and humiliated, and the slightest complaint only leads... They even push us to police one another, so we don't dare talk. Whatever the orders...
All they leave you with is your survival instinct.
I heard them tell you about the specialist training against the natives, but what they teach us would be more useful for assassins.
As for Raina...
Yes. One day he just couldn't stand it any longer. He disobeyed orders, he fought back, and people got hurt. They summoned him for night training.
What does that entail?
It doesn't have much to do with real training. They call us up. The weakest serve as punching bags for the others, who are encouraged to beat. If we refuse, we too become the targets. If you're looking to punish Raina's murderer, you can...
Thank you for telling us.
I hope you can do something.
We understand the risk.
Thank you. Really.
Captain.
I've seen everything I need.
Yes, Captain.
Shall we go?
Good. Willem has spoken.
What did he tell you?
He said the recruits go through hell. They're humiliated, spy on each other, get bullied. It's essentially torture. Raina wouldn't stand for these methods. He rebelled and was summoned for night training.
Are you sure he used that term?
Yes. But he told me it's not really training. That recruits are summoned.
And the others beat them. Sometimes to death. I know.
You knew about this kind of training?
Yeah. I thought it was a thing of the past. What a monster. How dare he?
I'm so sorry. I'm lost for words. Tell me, did you learn anything new?
I scouted out the site. There's two parts of Rolf's quarters and the basement, which they...
We can't just barge in and hope they give...
Let's wait for nightfall. We'll sneak into the camp unseen, search the barracks,
We might also try to find out where this night...
Yes. I wouldn't want other young recruits to lose their lives tonight. Let's find Rolf's office. He surely has the key to the basement.
This letter is disturbing, Kurt. It confirms that several deaths have been disguised in order to keep this camp secret.
Go lay down.
It says that the recruits trained here have been assigned to governors from different cities. And yet I'm sure that Constantine knows nothing about these elite units. The conclusion of the letter also confirms that the commander is pleased...
So Torsten knew.
So it seems.
He's gone too far. He dishonors us all. Sieglinder was right.
This room. What could have happened in here?
I know the smell only too well. Fear, blood, death.
And to think I complained about the Norm's training practices, but this is horrific, Kurt.
This document explains a lot. They torture the soldiers to break them. Raynor shows up on this list more than once. He gave them a lot of problems.
Those who resist too much are lynched during night training. Rolf, you'll pay for this.
Kurt, Wilhelm's name was
The boy will pay.
We can't let them kill him.
The risk is that Rolf will ambush us.
If this boy dies because of us, I will... I refuse to let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
You're a good captain, Kurt. But I hope you understand that they won't hold back on us.
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more. It's blocked.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
It's blocked. It's blocked.
Kurt, you're so predictable.
I knew you were a bastard, but I didn't think you'd be part of this disgrace.
Have fun, soldiers. The traitors must die.
Stop! Soldiers, are you really going to obey these scoundrels? Do I need to remind you of the Guard's motto? Where is your honor?
I won't repeat myself, recruits. Execute these traitors.
Soldiers, listen to your captain. You are the victims of these monsters, and we are here to save you. We surrendered without resistance, to avoid a fight, and to spare your lives.
Well, what do you want us to do? We have orders, and we know what will happen to us if we don't obey. Enough! To arms! Attack!
Must I remind you what happened to Raynor?
And however many others perished to fuel the ambitions of this camp's leader.
Is this what you were promised when you were recruited?
No. No. Honor and glory. We've strayed far from all that. Let's surrender. Anything is better than dying here like dogs. How dare you? You know what a
Does threaten anyone?
You're finally here.
Sorry, Captain. The boy resisted longer than planned.
You were spared the shame of seeing how far your comrades have fallen.
What happened?
They surrendered, like the weaklings they are.
That should make the next night training sessions interesting.
What have you done with Wilhelm?
He received the punishment for traitors and insurgents, like Raynor before him.
Kurt, I'm terribly sorry. We should have...
saved him first. We're responsible for his...
Don't blame the wrong people, soldier. Those that slaughtered him.
You're right. For Wilhelm! For...
Recruits! Attack!
A bit of poison on my blade.
Then let's go!
Will you be all right, Kurt?
You! Take care of the camp's survivors.
It will be an honor, Captain.
You'll stay here for now.
What do you want us to do?
I'll need backup if I really want to put an end. We must go see Major Sieglinder in New Serene. I need to tell her what was going on.
Are you sure she wasn't involved?
Her? He held the commander at a distance. He would have sacked her, or worse.
There's no use brooding...
Sieglinder, I need to talk to you.
What's the matter, Kurt?
We've just returned from a training camp. A secret camp, where elite soldiers are trained through terror, humiliation, and torture.
Don't tell me that.
Yes. One of my recruits died, and he wasn't the only one. It is designed to create a regiment of assassins.
I am sorry, Kurt. I knew something was wrong, but I never would have thought it'd go that far.
We put an end to it all. We had to. But Torsten allowed it, even encouraged it.
I told you that the commander's ambition would end up leading us astray from the ideals of the Guard, and that we would pay the price for it.
Yes. At the time, I told you you were exaggerating. That he had his reasons.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to speak out, Sieglinder. And reveal the commander's project to the governor of the congregation.
If I were as close to him and his family as you are, I would have done so a long time ago.
I know.
You've always been a loyal person, Kurt. And too many loyalties are sometimes hard to reconcile. But Torsten betrayed us all. I'm counting on you to make him pay.
Believe me, he won't...
Goodbye, Kurt.
happy to see you.
You really don't look...
No. You wanted to tell me something?
I'm going to...
Look out!
We are arriving in my mother's village. Bedtime. There are wild beasts around us. We must be careful. The guys rad. Their spears know how to defend themselves. We have to protect our children. This is where the spears of all past warriors are gathered. The branches are reclaimed by the tree and bring strength to the village.
Bird tier to mud. You are look. If you want to trade again, you know where to find me.
Who do you think you are? By what right do you enter the home of our queen?
I'm the emissary of the Congregation of Merchants. I've come to meet your leader.
Come now, Arwand. You are not a watchdog. Where is my mother?
Siora, I didn't see you. You have come too late. Your mother has gone to wage a war. They left for Didekiden Nadageis only a few hours ago.
Oh no.
Very...
In order to go towards Didekiden Nadageis, we must follow the path leading toward the heights into the forest. Wait. We should go left here. It's a more difficult path, but it's much shorter.
Look at the tracks. They chose to take the path on the right, it would seem.
Before a battle...
If it is dangerous, let's not risk...
We risk meeting a... Thanks for listening to me. I fear my mother may have already thrown herself into the battle.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
You are too late, Ciora. Mother has fallen, and we are defeated. No, no, no. This is not fair.
I'm so sorry.
Who is this man? He resembles one of us, but is dressed like a Renaigze.
I am the ambassador of the Congregation of Merchants. I'm sorry for your loss.
The Congregation? And what side are you on in this war? Those that massacre our people? Eseld, calm down. You know that Mother sent me to seek out allies. You show up when the fight was nearly over. Was this part of your plan? You know that these monsters are taking our own. They must make honorable amends.
We did our best to come as fast as we could. And I fought by your side. Please, please take the time to at least hear me out. There has already been enough death and you are wounded. This is not the time for vengeance.
You may be right. Waiting for my vengeance will make it taste all the sweeter. I feel weak. Might I ask you to watch over our own Ciora? I must return to the village. Go on ahead. We will tend to the wounded, won't we now?
Yes. We will...
And find my mother.
Look at this massacre.
Find her banner. It bears the symbol of a... This way. There is a survivor. Let's heal him. You now have enough strength to return to the village. Find Arwand. He will take care of you.
Oh, these ruins are very strange. By what name did you call this place again?
Dadida Keaton Nada Gaze. There was once a battle in the past. A great victory for our clans.
Strange indeed. These walls are completely foreign to the styles of your own dwellings. Does this name that you gave the ruins mean anything in particular?
Yes. It means ruins of the first guardian.
I would like to dig around a little on the site. We might be able to unearth clues as to who actually built them.
You now have enough strength to return to the village. Find Arwand. He will take care of you. Over there. I think that man is still breathing. Let's make sure. You can walk now. Return to the village. We must make sure that there are no more survivors. Another warrior who survived. I do not think that we will find any more of them now. We healed them all, thanks to you. May the grass always be soft beneath your feet.
I beg of you, help me.
Still you dare to breathe. How can you know that I am here to save you?
No,
What have you done with my mother?
Pity, I beg of you. I don't want to die.
Then answer!
Siora. Stop. Look at yourself. You're acting like a beast.
A beast has far more majesty than these monsters who have traded their souls.
They have taken her. The Queen. They took her.
Then she must still be alive. They would not have bothered to carry away a corpse.
She would have chosen death before capture. They must have wanted her alive. We must find her.
If your mother is in the hands of Rich, they'd have taken her to the closest camp.
Promise me that we will do everything we can to bring her back.
Go lay down. What? What are you doing? What's wrong? I'm sorry, I didn't know. My bad for asking and checking on you. Well, it's like, I didn't know. I just heard you say out. I'm like, you okay? Yo?
Some images on these walls.
Let's get closer. I need a bit of practice.
Always to go for that one. Mobile. Save the villagers, what may I save? Leave. This.
Things are about to get dicey.
This is the first time I've seen these drawings so closely.
You've never come here? You certainly seem to know the place.
This site is sacred and taboo. Everyone knows where it is, but no one ever comes here. All these colors are so beautiful. I never would have imagined that they could create something so delicate.
Who are you talking about?
Of those who built these lodgings. That my ancestors vanquished in a past war.
You know who they were?
I only know the legend. The legend of Didakid and the Daiges.
I'm listening.
It is said our people lived peacefully. Until the men appeared from the sea, intent on making our lands their own. They dug great caverns into the earth, ripped down our forests, destroying everything in...
It is a very sad and terrible people from the continent, no doubt. We have nothing more, nor anyone else.
On Almanawi. My mother is still... I must do everything I can. So will you accompany?
We will do everything we can to free her. Let's go.
Plowing through. Okay, fine, no kisses back. I see how it is.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Halt! Who goes there?
Desade.
Oh, well.
Am I the one you call it?
This young lady is the princess. As such, I would appreciate it.
Very well, Your Excellency. I'd feel better knowing that he gave you his
Well, who are you?
Desade, legate of the merchant congregation. Allow me to introduce Siora, the daughter of Queen Bladnid, whom you faced on the battlefield. We understand that you brought her mother here, and I would like to negotiate her liberation.
Her liberation? That'll prove difficult. She's dead.
No! You let her die!
We didn't need to. When we collected her up from the battlefield, she was She died on the way to the camp.
I want to see her body on Almanawi. Please.
Can we see her, Cap?
If you're the one who's asking, Your Excellency, it should be. You're in luck. We were thinking about getting rid of it, but we received the order to keep it. It's still at the infirmary.
Thank you, Captain. Siora, I'm terribly sorry.
Let's go see her now. I need to.
I'm sorry, pretty flower. I really am.
The infirmary must be the building on the right, near the camp entrance. Let's go.
Who are you? Are you looking for a doctor?
I am the legate of the
I would like to see...
My condolences, madam. The body of your...
Mater. No.
I should give you some privacy while you're mourning. We won't be far.
And de varster tu, Mater. Men sida denon mil frichteman. I must take her with me on Almanawi. We must perform the rituals.
The captain said that he was instructed to keep her body. It will not be easy to convince him to disobey.
I do not care about the captain's orders. She is my mother. She must be given back to the earth.
So, let's go back to see him and try to make him change his mind.
You can try, but with all due respect, I doubt that you will succeed. He will not want to draw attention to himself by disobeying this order.
What do you mean?
I believe he is a traitor, and that he made a deal with Thélème.
Those are some serious accusations, even for a member of the Guard. Why would you believe such a thing?
I overheard a conversation that got me thinking, and I also saw certain documents.
We could use them to pressure him.
No, that would be too risky. I do not want to get into trouble. But I suppose they would still be among...
Will they let us rummage through this?
Most of the guards returned to Hikmet after the battle. If you are discreet, you should be...
Thank you for your help.
Shouldn't you ask the captain first? Maybe he'll change his mind.
You're right. Let's try talking to him before rummaging through the camp.
Your Excellency.
We would like to retrieve...
That will not be possible, as I told you. He wants to deliver to one of...
You have lost a lot of men in this. How would you... If you knew that they... Wouldn't you want to have...
You have a way with words. You take her with you.
Thank you, Cap. There. We managed to convince him in the end. We'll be able to bring the body of your mother back to your village.
Then let's go. I am eager to reunite with Isolde and talk to her. Isolde. Our mother. I know, Siora. And the worst here say, some men delivered her remains here. They said that it was thanks to you. And the Renagze legate, thank you. We will be able to pay homage to our mother. Why are there mind shakers here, Isolde? I meant to tell you about it. They came saying that our mother had made an agreement with Thélème. But Mater did not tell me about it. She didn't say anything to me either. I do not like this, Isolde. I know. But we need help after the defeat. The spirits of the people of our village would have to go to the light, and in exchange they'd help her. This is impossible. Mater would never have... They may be. But if there really is a promise set in stone, and we will have to bury our mother, we must verify it.
Alright, well, we'll call it a lot further.